Welcome back to the smartest year ever. My name is Gordy. This is our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists, and today we are biting into something fun, food idioms, and the strange, often elusive, as you'll see, stories behind these food idioms. And right now, before we get started, like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do this every day, and I want you to keep up with me. You know, you gotta be on it. You would hate if the whole world's getting ahead of you, right? Follow. I'd appreciate it. Now, quick disclaimer before we start. Idiom origins aren't always crystal clear. Most of what we know comes from when something was first printed, not necessarily when people first started saying it. So what you're about to hear are some prevailing theories, the best theories, not historical certainties, because language is kind of weird like that. And we're going to go in order kind of with these idioms, in order of my confidence based off the research of how true and how verifiable these etymologies, these word origins tend to be. So let's get right into it. Number one, salt of the earth. Salt of the earth, yes, you heard that? Yeah, salt of the earth. This phrase comes straight from the Bible in the Gospel of Matthew. Jesus tells his followers, "Ye are the salt of the earth." And back then, salt was valuable. You know, it was very valuable. That salt, the word salary even comes from the same root, because people were given an amount of salt in exchange for their work. So salt was valuable, and it preserved food, it symbolized purity and worth. So calling someone the salt of the earth was a high compliment. It was solid, it was essential, no frills, That's pretty cool how long we've been using that idiom for. Number two, have your cake and eat it too. You always hear someone say, well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Which makes no freaking sense. When you really think about it, I can't have my cake and eat it. So I can have a cake, but what? It's a decoration? It's a chair, I'm going to sit on it? So that makes no sense. Why don't we question these things? That's kind of what I'm doing here. Every single day I have a note document. I'm like, that makes no sense. I got to tell people. And that makes no sense. But it does if you think about it. This one's old. It's back from the 1500s old. And it was originally phrased as, you can't eat your cake and have it too. That makes so much sense. It's once you've eaten the cake, you don't have any more of it. You don't have it. But somewhere along the way, we flipped the order, and now it sounds like the cake is mysteriously regenerating or something. But the meaning holds. You can't have it both ways. Really made a lot more sense before. Number three, make no bones about it. This one's cool and oddly, kind of weirdly medieval. Back when soup had actual bones in it, a bony soup was annoying. I think it's still annoying, so I don't know if I needed to stipulate that. So if you made no bones, you were getting to the point without fuss. And then there's another theory that ties it to dice, sometimes called bones. I like dice. But either way, the idiom came to mean speak plainly, no hedging, no bones about it. No bones in my soup. Just like how I like soup today. Number four, all that in a bag of chips, which is the source of this episode. Shelly on TikTok asked about this. Thank you, Shelly. And this one showed up in the early 1990s, big with teens and pop culture, and it basically meant you think you're the full package. And theories trace back to African-American vernacular English, where it was spread through hip-hop and sitcoms, like a combo meal. It's like the chips part, just extra flair. It's like all that was already being said, but then add in that barbecue restaurant combo, throw in a bag of chips. I don't know, it's just some good flair, a little side snack that makes the combo feel complete. That's where that comes from. Number five, and our final one, the one that I'm least confident about, but I think is a really interesting explanation, is big cheese. Where does it come from to call someone the big cheese? Yeah, he's the boss, he's the big cheese. This originally comes from Persian and Urdu, a word cheese meaning thing, C-H-I-Z. That's how it's transliterated. British colonists in India picked it up as slang for the big cheese. The important thing. Over time, cheese became cheese, and the phrase stuck. So no, it wasn't about dairy, it was about colonial language mashups. That said, that origin story, as I mentioned, is a little bit less well documented than the others, but linguists still find it plausible. The evidence is a bit thinner, so it's one of those etymologies that lives more in theory than in certainty. So there you have it. The food idioms you know and love might have murky, mixed up origins, but they still pack flavor. Just don't use these in recipes. Unless you like bone soup. Let me know if you have a good bone soup recipe. Thank you to all my sources, which can be found in the YouTube description. Please rate, like and subscribe. I don't even know if rating is a thing. Why do I say that? Just drop a comment. Just let me know how you're doing. Show off your new Minion profile pic if you got one. At Smartest Year Ever everywhere. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Hit me up for the 1-minute version. Go check it out after this. It's completely different. It's a different recording. Stay curious, stay clever on our quest to become the world's greatest conversationalists. I will see you tomorrow in the smartest year ever.